A couple months ago, I uploaded a video on how to stop caring about what people think. And I still agree with what I said there. It's just that I think there's something I should have explored a little more. Because if you have ever really tried to stop caring about what other people say, you might have realized that you still do. Like, no matter how much you tell yourself that you need to stop caring because it doesn't matter, you still do. And if you try to go too quickly from caring too much to not caring at all, you might find yourself thinking that there's something wrong with you or that you are weak because you can't stop caring. Well, you're not. Because the problem isn't that you care, it's how you care. Hey there, I'm Paolo. I make videos about developing confidence and good habits to help you build the life you want. I used to have this, how can I describe it? This overwhelming desire to be acknowledged by the people close to me. And I only stopped after I finally understood the difference between wanting approval and needing it. Because once you see that difference, a lot of things start making sense. And a lot of things stop making sense. Now, the default piece of advice on this topic is always very simplistic. Just stop caring what people think. And it's not that it's wrong, but in practice it's kind of impossible because as humans we do care. We want people to like us, we want to feel respected, and we want to feel like in the eyes of other people we are doing well, which is not a bad thing per se. It feels good to be valued. Which is why you shouldn't take the advice of not caring about people's opinions a little too literally. Because if you do and take it too far, but then you find that you can't follow it 100%, you'll end up in this weird situation where now you're not just dealing with fear of judgment, you also feel like you're failing at self improvement. If you want to get out of this, you need to understand, as I mentioned, the difference between wanting and needing approval. Wanting approval, we already saw, is completely normal. But needing it, that's when your self worth starts depending on what other people do or say. And you might start changing your own behavior just so that other people maybe will appreciate you. And when you don't receive the approval you desire, you don't know how to let it go. And even worse, it might start affecting how you view yourself. I've definitely done that. There was a time when my friendship with my best friend at the time got so toxic and my self esteem was so low that I started changing my very personality, or at least I tried to change it, just so that he would appreciate me and approve of me. Like he was very negative and he hated my positive attitude. So I decided to become negative. And he was asocial, and so I decided to start isolating myself too. And the worst part, at the time I didn't feel anything wrong with it. Like I felt it was completely normal for me to want the approval of someone who considered himself superior to me. Because I believed it too. And that's what needing approval does. It tells you that you are nothing without other people's acknowledgement. And it makes you believe it. So here's a healthier alternative. For example, I like playing piano, right? And of course, I like it when people say it's impressive and when my friends say, oh, that's so cool. Of course I do. It's the same thing with this channel. I want people to watch my videos and to enjoy them. That's literally the goal. But it's not as if I'm going to feel demotivated and feel like quitting YouTube every time a video doesn't perform well. Just like I wouldn't quit piano if no one told me it was cool or impressive. Because I'm not doing those things to receive approval. So I don't think the goal is to become the kind of person who doesn't care at all. Because that's not too realistic. A better goal is to work on your confidence and reach the point where you can say, I do care. I'm just not controlled by it. So you can enjoy praise when it comes and you can feel really good about it without depending on it to keep going. Which really is the lesson I was already going for in my previous video on how to stop caring about what people think. So the content in that video wasn't wrong and it's still useful. And I'm not saying this just because I made it and I want you to like what I made. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you want more on how to build real confidence, even if you're starting from zero, you can check out my free guide which I'll link in the description. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!